Hi friends, this is Loli. Welcome to my channel. Today's video we are going to be using Dollar Tree items to create some storage for my craft room. For the first DIY, I'm going to be using 2 of these arrows that I found at Dollar Tree. I removed all the stickers on the jute cord and the staples out of them. And I'm going to just go ahead and take some wood glue. And I'm going to use the wood glue and some wood hot glue to attach 2 of these crates from the Dollar Tree as well to those angles there on the piece. Once I knew exactly where I wanted to glue them, I added some wood hot glue to the surface there, and then I'm going to come in and use some wood hot glue as well to have that instant hold. Honestly, I should have just glued the other crate to the same arrow, but I guess I wasn't thinking at that time, and I just added the other arrow to here, and I added to the crate, creating the hold on the one crate. Then I came in with the second crate, and I'm going to go ahead and measure exactly where I'm going to put the crate. I just placed it in place, took a color pencil and traced where they fit, and then I just added hot glue and wood glue to both the sections there, and then I added my crate. It worked out okay, but if I were to do this again, I would have attached both crates to one of the arrows first and then attach the second arrow. But everything turned out okay regardless. So once everything was glued on, I took some of this aquamarine paint from Apple Barrel and I mixed in some water with it, and I'm going to just do a wash of this paint on the entire piece. Friends, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe and comment and share with your friends so they're also able to see my content. All this helps. It signals YouTube to send my content to other people so my channel grows. Thank you so much in advance for your support. And here it is. Look at that. A whole 16 Apple Barrel paint, which is perfect for your most used paint colors. Let me know how you like it. I love it and use it every day. My friends, today's video is part of the 5 under 5 DIY challenge, and it is hosted by Missy from the Crafty Cove DIY and by Analee from Chic, and the guest host this month is Analee from Analee Ashby DIY. The link to the channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below. Don't forget to stop by the playlist and show everyone some love. Let's jump into the second DIY. For the second DIY, I used 2 more of the arrows from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use 3 of the dowel rods as well. The first thing that I did was find a drill bit that was the same size of my dowel rods. Just make sure that it was. And I'm going to take the arrows and just remove everything off of them. The jute cord, staples, and the tags. Guys, if you guys don't have a staple remover, this is a game changer. Get yourself one. It will make your life a lot easier. Take it from me. Then I made sure that everything matched up, and then I'm going to go ahead and sand off all the edges to have these arrows be nice and finished. After checking for smoothness, I made sure that they were nicely matched, that they were at the same level. And I'm going to go ahead and tape them together. And I taped it off in the top and the bottom of the arrows. Then I took 2 of my paints and that were the same level, and I just placed my arrows on there. This is just to have a raised surface in which I can drill. And guys, don't worry here, I was very careful. The angle in the camera makes it look like I'm very close to the paintbrushes, but I really am not. And my hands are out of harm's way as well. Just be very careful on here. I just wanted to make sure that my holes were completely level for both pieces, just to avoid myself any heartache at the end. Then I sanded down the openings of the holes I just drew, and I'm double checking to make sure that my dowel rods fit in there. And once I did the ends, I'm going to try to find my middle. I didn't measure, I should have. I just winged it here, but it was close enough. So I just drilled an extra hole on the middle so I can add a 3rd dowel rod on there. Then I remove my tape, and I'm going to go ahead and separate my arrows and go ahead and take my dowel rods and I'm going to paint them using my apple barrel white paint. I just gave it a very messy white coat. I didn't want them to be perfectly white. I wanted a whitewash look. Then I mixed another batch of the aquamarine color with some white, and I'm going to take the arrow portion of my DIY and do that whitewash, well actually green wash in this case, of them. Once everything was dry, I'm going to go ahead and add my dowel rods. Some of the paint got inside of some of the holes, so I just used a skewer to clear it off, and I sanded it down in places where I needed to sand it down. And then I'm going to go ahead and position my dowel rods on one side of my arrows, making sure that it's a nice tight fit. You can also go ahead and put some glue in one end if you like, but I didn't put any glue at all because I'm going to be using this to be attaching to different things. I might have to take the dowel rods in and out, so I didn't want them to be fixed. And if you do want one side fixed, just only glue one side, not the other. All right, so the one side was nice and secure. I took the other side and I'm wedging the dowel rods into the other hole, and I'm going to just put them in one side and I'm going to tack it down a little bit, and this is how it ended up. This, guys, is my favorite thing I have done for my craft room. It is so versatile and it is so handy. It holds just the right amount of ribbon or washi tape. Let me know how you like it. For the third DIY, I'm going to use one of these cans that I got from my stash, and I'm going to paint it white. And then I'm going to use my Key West. Yes, I think it's Key West, the color that I use for all these DIYs. And I'm just going to give it one nice big coat of that, and I'm going to let it dry. Friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. It is free and it means the world to me. All right, now that the paint is nice and dry, I'm going to take the same tissues or napkins actually that I used before. I'm going to cut a portion that is, about 2/3 of the can, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to Mod Podge it to the part that is corrugated. I just put a nice healthy coat of Mod Podge, and I'm going to go ahead and place my napkin right on that portion, making sure that it is nice and straight. I am using the circle, so the corrugated section there, as a ruler to make sure that everything is in place. Then I put another healthy amount of Mod Podge on top of the napkin. I want this to fly around the can and show the corrugated part, so I want the napkin to fall into the grooves nicely and attach to the surfaces pretty well as well. When I'm getting to the bottom section, I just make sure to bring that completely down. I want this to be nice and adhered on the edges, so I just make sure to put that down with the Mod Podge as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut a smaller section of napkin to put in that section that I had there some missing, just to complete the full thing around the can. I just pretty much just added a healthy amount of Mod Podge, added it onto the napkin as well as on the can section, and I'm just going to place it right down, trying to keep everything nice and straight. And I'm going to put more more Mod Podge in the top of this also, just saturating it, I can't speak today, guys. Saturating it good enough that it will go into those grooves, and this will look like it's part of this can and not something that I just added to it. And for some reason, matte Mod Podge does leave some kind of shine, so I added it to the portion that I didn't use any paper on, just to make sure that I have a nice even surface with the same finish. Once all the Mod Podge dried, I took a sandpaper and I'm going to just go ahead and sand off that extra portion at the bottom. And I'm going to just remove that paper from there very carefully, making sure not to rip anything, just taking my time with the nail file there. I like this nail file for this kind of stuff. It just works a lot better than the sand block. But I just did that, being very careful. And if I have to say so myself, guys, this turned out so cute. I love it. Look at it. And it's functional and it goes perfectly with all my other, craft DIYs that I created. And I don't know, I love it. You guys let me know how you like it. And so far, which one is your favorite? For the fourth DIY today, I'm going to use 4 of these little drawers that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use some tumbling tower blocks. I wanted to use these brown ones because I liked how the contrast between the 2 colors went, but you can use whatever color. If you like to paint it a different color, it's completely up to you. Then I took some wood hot glue, and I'm going to use it to attach the tumbling tower blocks to that little ledge there in the side of the little drawers there, and they fit perfectly there. So I'm going to use that to attach one next to it. So I added some more hot wood glue onto this, and I'm going to put the other little drawer onto the other one, creating 2 of these. So I did this twice, and then once I was done, I'm going to add the wood hot glue at the top seam of each one of the bottom drawers, so I'm able to stack the other 2 securely on top of that. And guys, this is so simple. This is pretty much it. I just put some pressure on it, let it dry, and just like that, you have a little place to put all your trinkets, like the little bees and the little tumbling tower blocks or other things. You can put, well, anything you want right here. Look how cute that turned out. And you can make it as big as you like, as tall as you like. It's lovely. I love it. I have mine filled already. I had to make another one. I hope you guys liked it. And for the 5th and final project, I'm going to use one of these wood rounds from the Dollar Tree. I removed the cord there and filled up the hole with some wood hot glue. And I just scraped off the excess. Then I checked the other side to see if everything was filled, and it wasn't, so I added some more hot glue to the other side of the hole after the glue had dried. I let it dry, and once it dried, I just scraped off any excess. And now I'm going to take another mixture of the Key West paint with some water, and I'm going to go ahead and do a staining of this. I did the front sides and the back. The area in which I added the hot glue was not really taking the stain, so I took a little bit of the paint and diluted, and I added it to that section and then tried to blend it in with the rest of the surface. I took a dowel rod from Walmart and painted with some apple barrel white paint. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the other side ready. I had to do the same thing to cover the hole with the glue and blended everything in. Once that was nice and dry, I took the napkin once again and cut 2 thin pieces on there. This is going to go around the sides of this wood round. I added another healthy coat of Mod Podge, and I'm adding on my paper right in there. Back end, you just don't see that portion, but I did remove the back end. And I like that the brush had kind of the paint on there still, so I was able to blend everything nicer as the napkin took that tint as well. Once all the sides there were done, I went over and I also added some Mod Podge to the inside portion where you see that overhang. I kind of like how that looked, so I just put Mod Podge underneath and pressed it down and put some Mod Podge on top of it, and I just left that border on there. I liked how it ended up. Now I'm going to take that dowel rod and I'm going to go ahead and add some wood glue to it and also some wood hot glue. I made sure to remove any excess glue that seeped out after I positioned this in place. I just wiped it off with a little piece of paper towel, and later on I went back and I not staple, but put a brat nail on the back to attach everything together. Then I'm gonna use these little pieces from the Dollar Tree where you can put little trinkets, and I thought this was a great idea if you like to do things for earrings or that sort of stuff. It's great storage, or you can just use it as a paper towel holder. So there's different options with this. I really love this as well. And that is the end of that DIY. Here it is. It is so cute. I love how everything just coordinates together, and my craft table looks amazing. Let me know which one is your favorite and if you want to recreate it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. If you would like to follow me on social media, here are my links. And guys, don't forget to stop by in the description box and watch the entire playlist. It's amazing. Bye.